Good afternoon. Oh, I'm saying good afternoon. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. It is now 10:16 my time. Good evening. Good night. Good night. Good night, guys. How are you? Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. Tonight I am live and I am speaking on the topic of domestic violence and the impact it has on our children. So, guys, come join me tonight and share in, this live stream with me as we talk up our experience on domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children. Okay? Yes, the impact that domestic violence has on our children. So, let's talk about our experience tonight. As we Carla, come here just a minute, please. Carla, Carla, give me 1 second of your time, please. Hurry up, quickly. Quickly, no man. Just something while you do here, so. Yes, guys, the topic we are speaking on tonight is come help me. I need to see the comments coming up here and I can't see it. I'm touching the comments, but I'm not seeing where.
No one is commenting.
No, but you're supposed to see at least, you see where it is. Anyway, when you're done.
Like that.
Hmm?
Like that.
No one is commenting yet, but there's one on there and you can only see it up there. Anyway, yes, guys, thank you for joining in tonight as we speak on the topic of domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children. So we are here tonight. Feel free to get in the comment section and tell me what you think about domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children as to why our children, have been acting up like that. The second, guys. Push up the door. That disturb them. You left the door wide open. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, guys, we are discussing over here tonight about domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children. So feel free to get in the comment section as we talk about our experience tonight and on domestic violence. What are your thoughts on the topic? What are your thoughts on the topic of domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children? A lot of children, that are gone, that has a lot of times children acting up, teachers and so on, see children at school acting up. And a lot of times it's because of, the violence home that they have grown up in. They have come to grow up in home that mom and dad just keep fighting. Mom and dad fighting with each other. They see or they saw daddy beat on mommy and mommy beat on daddy and auntie fighting uncle and auntie fighting her husband, or husband fighting aunt, or sister boyfriend beating on them, and all those things. And honestly, that's not healthy for the kids. It's not healthy at all for the kids. So, that's why I'm here tonight. We can discuss a little of it together. Oh, we can discuss a little of it together tonight as we talk of our experience. What are your take on the topic though? What are your take on the topic? Thumbs up the live, guys. As you come on, thumbs up the live for me, please. I would be really and truly grateful if you thumbs up the live as you come on and talk of your experience. Yes, 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 yes. Thumbs up the live as we talk of our experience right now, as we stream live. We are here discussing the topic of domestic violence and the impact that it has on our kids, guys. The impact that the domestic violence has on our children. So, help me as we welcome this wonderful topic of domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children. Mm-hmm. Ooh, wow. Yes, guys, help me as we discuss this topic tonight on domestic violence. Courageous One said hello. Hello, Courageous One. Welcome, welcome, welcome to talk of your experience as we join tonight and discuss this wonderful topic of domestic violence. Some of us, we grow up and we saw our parents fighting each other, and it has a great impact on us, and it's not right. It's not right. But we can't do anything about it. So guys, what are your take on the topic though? What are your take on the topic of domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children? We see where, God, I put something on my toes and it's burning me. We see where father beating on mother, you know, telling mother all kind of dirty words. And trust me, it's not healthy for the kids. Father, mother can't even talk to their kids. Why? Because the kids live what they learn. The kids live what they learn. Hence the reason why we having these problems today. Domestic violence. The kids grow up and they see mommy and daddy fighting. And then not only that, they think it's the norm. So guess what happened? They go to school and they fight their peers at school just the same. They go to school and they it's like they become some of the biggest bully we can ever see or even heard of in school because of the home that the child is coming out of, you know? So, what are your take on the topic? What are your take on the topic? I would love to know. What are your take on the topic? Welcome again. Thumbs up the live, guys. Thumbs up the live as you come on. Share me out if you can. And thumbs up the live as we speak on the domestic violence that rocking our school and rocking our home today. Yes, domestic violence is a huge part of our school today. And it is causing our school to be, oh my God, my toe is burning me. Domestic violence is causing our school to be looking down on. Yes, it causes our school to look down on because you have certain schools that will try to uphold the rules, but because of the home that the children coming from is like the teachers and the principals and everybody, they just can't control some kids. So I'm asking you tonight, what are your take on the topic? And what can we do to stem domestic violence? Because children live what they learn. Yes, children live what they learn. So what are your take on it tonight? What are your take on it tonight? That's what we're speaking on tonight. Guys, I'm so hot. I ran out here all day today. I wasn't inside here with the AC. And now I came back in and there's no AC on now. I am so hot. What are your take? Your take on the topic, guys, on domestic violence? Because you can't hide from it. It affects us in many, many ways. Hence the reason why some children turn out to be the kind of children they are. Because they are coming from a broken home. Yes, they are coming from broken home. So they don't know the difference between peace and love. Yeah, they don't have a clue. They don't know the difference between peace and love. Mark, you have those parents who are really trying. You have some of those parents who are really, really, really trying. And then you have those that are not. You have those parents who tell their children to go and fight. Yes, you have those parents who tell their children to go and fight because they think it's okay to do so. Because I know of a parent who tell the child, save the highs, but whop the kid. You understand? And I know of parents when I was growing up who said, beat them, dig out the eyes. Yes, that can't be good. That is something that cannot be good. Welcome, welcome once again. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. Let me repeat the topic. Tonight we're speaking on domestic violence and the impact that it has on our kids. Also the impact that it has on society today. Children coming from broken homes. What can we do to stop that? Do you stay home? Do you sit in a relationship with a man that is beating you? Do you sit in a relationship with a man that is beating you, go beating you, come, kicking you like a football, throwing you out until he taking you in? Tonight he throw you out, tomorrow he said, oh, I'm sorry, baby. And then you see him one gonna say, why, if the man no beat me, no love me, what kind of love that? Can a man love you and abuse you at the same time? Can a man love you? Or can a person, because you have the woman them where a woman beat at you, you know. You have some woman where beat at them beat man to, you know. So can a person love you and beat you at the same time? Put him on you, like a man or a woman, like you are his child or like you are her child? How can that happen? Is that even right? Is that even right? For a person to sit in a relationship and being abused and nothing happen? Huh? Is that even right? Come talk to me. Talk to me about this domestic violence and the impact that it has on our kids and has on society. The society that we grew up in. Come talk to me about it. Yeah, come talk to me about it. Come talk to me about the domestic violence, guys. I see where you're on. Your silence in the background as we speak about domestic violence and the impact that domestic violence has on our society. Hello? Hello there. Hello? Will domestic violence stand? Will it stand? Hmm? The domestic violence and the impact that domestic violence has on our children also. Yeah. The impact that it has on our children. What can we do to stem it? What can we do to stem domestic violence? Hmm? What can we do to stem? Oh, my toe is burning me. To stem domestic violence, or even to curb it then. Because since we can't stop it, what can we do? Because it begins with only one person, you know. It begins with only one person. Yes. One person make a move. And then everybody follow. One person make a move and then everybody follow. What can we do to stop domestic violence in our school and at home, on the street, everywhere? Domestic violence in our school, it's at home, it's just everywhere. It's on the street, it's everywhere. I wonder if you don't know, say they all in a church too. You ever go to church and see two church sisters fight? Yes, all in a church. Sister Mary go to church. We go beat up Sister Jane because Sister Jane says so and so about her. So not only in a relationship you find domestic violence. Sister so and so in a church. I hear say Sister Mary say something about her. And Sister so and so go down to Sister Mary, you see? And Sister so and so calaboose Sister Mary. And when she calaboose Sister Mary, she give him some left hand and give her some right hand to stop call up her name. You see it? So all I'm saying tonight is that what can we do? That's the question tonight. What can we do to curb domestic violence, even in our schools? Children beating on teachers, fighting teachers, backing weapons on teachers. Yes, children backing weapons on teachers, using them weapons as a defense. Teacher cannot teach comfortably in schools anymore. The teachers are running out of the classroom because of the children, the kind of children that society places on them today, the kind of children that coming from a broken home, the kind of children that the parents cannot talk to them because the parents themselves, they are children. The parents themselves, they need to be trained how to be a parent. What can we do to stem that? What can we do to stem that? It is a sticky situation we find ourselves in. A sticky situation we find ourselves in. Mm? Find ourselves in a sticky situation. And trust me, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. I don't know what's gonna happen. But all I can say is that it is rocking our society left, right, and center. And nobody wants to talk about it because they themselves find themselves in the same situation where man beat them, go, man beat them come. Woman beat them go, woman beat them come. You understand? Man throw them out and take them in. Like when you throw your fish line out at sea and dry it in, so the man them do them. Yeah. And them think it is the norm. You have some woman, they no give them man no peace. The poor woman, the poor man, then can't have no peace. because of them. There is no peace. You understand? Yeah, you have some man, some woman. The poor man them can't have peace and cannot have peace of mind. You understand? So guess what happened? Guess what happened now? The man go out, go work. And when him come in, he cannot even lay in head to sleep comfortable. He cannot even lay down and sleep. All because of the woman when married to, or the woman that he lives with. It is a shame. The woman go out to work and the man feel like say the woman go out, go work. And guess what happened? The man feels that the woman having an affair with somebody in the office or somebody at the workplace. So the man not trust the woman. And guess what happened? The poor woman is in no peace because she can't go to work in peace. And at the same time, the bills has to be paid. And the man no do nothing more than go out, go drink him rum and smoke. Him go a rum bar, go sit down. And him linger, him and him friends. And guess what happened? Soon as him come home and him lay down and sleep, bills to pay, rent to pay, the hydro, the electric, or whichever one of them you call it, to pay. And it cannot pay because he no want the woman to go out and work. Because him feel like say if the woman go out, go work, she a go see a man, or a man a go take her away. But when you call a man like that, or a woman like that, low self-esteem you have confident issue and no confident in himself. Yeah. So tonight we are speaking on the topic of domestic violence. Domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children and the impact overall that it has on society today. That's what we are discussing tonight. So guys, get in the chat and let us all discuss this topic tonight because it is affecting us one way or another. Because guess what? You might not having any kids going to school, but you may have nieces or nephews. You may have grandkids. And trust me, at some point in time, it's gonna affect them. You may have, even cousins. So get in the chat, get in the comment section. Or if you feel, like you wanna talk, you can call 571 or 876-571-3432. That's the number to call. Yep. 876-571-3432. That's the number to call if you want to join in. On WhatsApp only, we can discuss this topic. It is a very, very, very interesting topic tonight. We can discuss this topic tonight as we talk about domestic violence. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. as we talk of our experience. Join me right now. We talk of the things them and domestic violence and the impact that domestic violence has on our kids. What do you think about the topic? What are your thoughts on the topic of domestic violence? There are some people on the line, but they're not saying anything. There are persons on the line, they are not saying a word. What are your impact? Guy McLean. Good night, my dear. Good night. Good night. Welcome to talk of your experience. You said, good evening, my blessed sister. How are you and your family? I am good, let me say, I am blessed and highly favored by the Almighty God. It's a pleasure to have you, my dear, and it is a privilege to be here to be talking right now to you. My topic tonight is about domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children. So, what are your take on the topic, Mr. McLean, Reverend McLean? What are your take on the topic? We are speaking about domestic violence. So, what are your take on the topic, sir? What are your take on the topic? What are your take on the topic of domestic violence? To God be the glory, great things He has done, yes. But what are your take on the topic that I have there, sir? Um, I'm speaking about, on the topic of domestic violence and the impact that it has on our kids. So I want to hear your take on the topic tonight. What do you think about the domestic violence, even in the home, at schools, on the street? What impact does it have? And any children for you or nieces, nephews, it could be it has a great impact on even the teachers at school. Yes, domestic violence is affecting even the teachers at school today. It is. It is affecting each and every one of us. So, what are your take on it, my dear brother? What are your take on it? Nobody wants to talk about this topic. Persons just on and they don't want to talk about the topic. They rather not speak about the topic, but it is a serious topic that is affecting us all. It is a serious topic, and it is one that is affecting us all. hmm What are your take on on domestic violence that's affecting our kids today in school? Children coming from broken homes, going to school, fighting teachers, principal, nobody can speak to them. That's the topic tonight. That's the topic tonight that I'm speaking on. Yeah, that is the topic I am speaking on tonight. The topic, domestic violence is dangerous and it's all lead to murder. Yes. Yeah, but we can't use the M word there. You hear, Pastor? The M word there. You know, use it on the when we are talking, you have to try cut out the M word there, the last word out of what you say. Yeah. Yeah, man. We have to be careful. We have to be careful. I'm telling you. Be careful and how, you know, we operate. Domestic violence affecting each and every one of us. I'm telling you. It's affecting each and every one of us, even in our school. Even in our school, because guess what happened? The children coming from a broken home, and the children see daddy fighting mommy every day. And even if they don't see the physical fight, they see the quarreling and the bickering, and everybody just quarreling and bickering and down on each other, down on each other. That is violence too. And that is affecting our children, and it affects the way our children learn. You have some woman, the poor man can't get a break. Some woman, the simplest thing, them and the man, the two of them at each other, biting at each other's throat. I thank God I was never coming from a broken home. I thank God I was never grown up in a broken home with domestic violence. Any violence that was in my home, I was the only one. hmm Anything like that, my dear. I was the only one. Mm. Domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children. My God, it's bad. It's bad, I'm telling you. Mm-mm. Yes, Guy McLean said a lot of people died because of domestic violence here every year. Yes. Hi, Yvette. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. We are speaking on domestic violence, Yvette, and the impact that it has on our kids, or it has on our children today. What are your take on it, Yvette? Your take on domestic violence? That's what we are discussing tonight over here. What are your take on it? What are your take? Guy McLean said hello, everyone. Yes. What are your take on it? What are your take on it, Miss Yvette? Your take on domestic violence? Courageous One said violence was never an option. No, it can never be. It can never be. No, 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 no. Violence was never an option. Mm-mm. So, our topic tonight is domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children. Domestic violence. Yeah. Miss Yvette, what are your take on the topic, my dear? What are your take on the topic? What do you think about? Yes, 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 Guy. What do you think about domestic violence? You know? Yes. Guy said a lot of people died because of domestic violence yearly. It's like every day, Guy, every day, persons died because of domestic violence. Because let me tell you something, it have a great impact on our children. And you know why it has a great impact on our children? Because, um, let me see here. Because it's like it's something that grow within them, and they never ever get. It's like you have to have a strong willpower. You have to have the spirit of God inside of you when you grow up in a broken home with domestic violence, for you to come out and not be, not having that kind of violence inside of you, because what you grow up in the home and see is what you think it's the norm. You have to have God inside of you. God live inside of you in order for him not for domestic violence to not be a part of your life after you grow up and become a man or become a woman. Or should I say, when you after you become an adult, for you not to see it as the way of life. God has to be inside of you. You have some woman, you have some man, the poor woman can't be in no peace because of them. You have some man worse than woman. Then curse and them behave, them throw themselves around like them a woman. And you have some woman, the poor man cannot be in peace because of them. Domestic violence is never an option. Domestic violence affecting each and everyone today, because you grew up your children in a nice, calm, quiet, peaceful home. Jay's life journey, hey experience. Hey Jay, it's been a while I haven't seen you. Good night, everyone. Jay say good night, everyone. Welcome, welcome, Jays. Welcome to talk up your experience. How are you, my brother? How are you? Yeah, I'm telling you, some persons, let me tell you something. Domestic violence, some people, you can never be at peace. You grow up your children in a nice, peaceful home and you send your child or your children go to school. Guess what happened? There are those children who grow up in a broken home because of domestic violence, who pick on your child. Yeah, you have those children who grow up like that, who would pick on your child and who would beat the crap out of your child too. Why? Because they themselves don't know any better. They think it's okay. Because mommy and daddy fight every day, so nothing is wrong if me, the child, just get up and fight and beat people. So Jay, tonight we are speaking on the topic of broken home, domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children. So what are your take on the topic, Jay? Jay said I'm doing good, trying to pass by as much persons as I can before going to bed. And I really and truly appreciate that, Jay. Thank you so much for stopping by. But what are your take on the topic that we have here tonight? The topic is about domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children, my dear. What are your take on the topic? And guys, I'm asking you, please thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live, guys. Please give me a little thumbs up here as you come on. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live, guys. Thumbs up the live. Yeah, a lot of people have their children, a lot of parents have their children, send them to school. And when them send them to school, the only thing they can go to school to do is fight because that's all they know. They born from the day they were born. They see mommy and daddy fighting, 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 fighting. Everything is about fighting. So the poor children don't know any better. All they do is just fight with each other. So Jay, what are your take on the topic? Yvette, what are your take on the topic that we're speaking on tonight about domestic violence? Thank God we didn't grow up in a broken home where we see our parents fighting. Thank God we didn't see that. Yeah, we fight at school, but it's not because, it was coming from home. Yes. Jay said it's a topic I would not like to comment on based on my past. Oh my God. Wow. Jay, sometimes it's best to speak on it because it affects us today because our children goes to school and the domestic violence is all around. It affects our children. So you don't have to speak about your past, but you can speak on the topic, You can speak on the topic. Thank you for the heart, my dear. hmm Domestic violence affects each and every one of us because as an adult you can be going down the street and a young child just get out and start to fight you or throw a stone, even with knife or machete, or even pick up a weapon, some other weapons, and come at you for no reason, you know? So the domestic violence affect all of us. It does affect all of us. So sometimes, we have some things bottled up inside of us, and it's best if we just speak about it and let it out. Let it out. hmm Yes, it's affect everyone. It does affect everyone. It does affect each and every one of us, Jay. It does affect each and every one of us. So that is why we are here discussing it tonight. Because trust me, trust me, domestic violence, it is everywhere, especially the youths that has no one to reason. Yeah, because you have some children, they have a whole lot of things bottled up inside of them, Jay. Jay, you have some children that has a lot of stuff bottled up inside of them, right? And because them have things bottled up inside of them, they can't trust nobody either. You see it? They can't trust anyone. So guess what happened? When it's like when it's just too much for them, and then go to school or they go on the street and they just explode. They just explode. Yeah. Teacher talk to them and they just explode and teacher. Children going to school with weapon in their bag. Men going to the party, women going to party, they have to put a huge knife in their waist. You know? Yeah. They have to put huge knife in their waist. Nobody can go party anymore without putting a weapon somewhere about on them. Society not safe again. You can't go nowhere and feel safe anymore. Even here in this country, you go in the store and you have to be hurrying up to get out because you don't know what can happen. Who's going crazy? You see it? You don't have a clue who's going crazy. So, domestic violence affecting each and every one of us. And guess what happened? If you want to know if I'm lying, check the ratio. Let me tell you something, you see, man. Everybody where you see, even in engage in domestic violence, you check the background. You check the background. Mm, check the background. Check them growing up, the youthful growing up, and you will see they have some form of remorse carrying or some form of hatred carrying because them grew up and them see daddy beat mommy and oh when me grew up, me I go do some things, because guess what happened? It affect them psychologically. So tonight we are speaking on domestic violence and the impact that it has on society, also the impact that it has on our children. So guys, get in the chat, get in the comment section and help me as we try to discuss this wonderful topic tonight. Yes, Jay, it's so true. My tablet needs to be updated because it's a bit slow. Yeah, man. Domestic violence. It affect all of us. Teacher in a school a teach, and can you imagine? Teacher can reprimand no children again these days. Mm-hmm. Teacher cannot reprimand no children these days. Because if teacher dare try to reprimand a child or some of these children, hmm, hell play. I'm telling you, if teacher dare tried to reprimand any one of these nowadays youth, hmm, thank you so much, Joyful Julie. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining in. We are speaking on the topic of domestic violence, my dear, and the impact that it has on our children. How are you, my dear? Julie, what do you think about the topic that I'm speaking on tonight? What are your little input that you have here? The topic about of domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children. You know, broken homes has a lot to do with it. You know how many children go to school and carry some big, some chef knife. They carry in them in their backpack go to school. Some chef knife. They don't carry the little carved knife, you know, they carry some chef knives like a machete. And then some of them carry other weapons too that they have to discharge. Joyful Jules said it causing most violence that happening. It's causing most violence that's happening now with young people. Yeah, children live what they learn. That's what I was saying. Children live what they learn because they are coming from broken homes. So when they are coming from broken homes, it's like it's just instilled in them because that's all they know and they think it's the norm to be violent. They think it's okay to be violent. Hence, that's the reason why you have so many bullies in school. Hmm. That's the reason why you have so much bullies in school, Joyful Julie. Yeah. They also become emotionally and mentally disturbed. Ah, see? Thank you so much, my sister. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. I'm telling you, this is a fact, my dear. This is a fact. I'm telling you. Hmm. This is a fact. I'm telling you. It is, you know, it is destroying our children. It is destroying our children. I can tell you that of a fact. Domestic violence. Life with DeAndrea. Good night, my dear sister. How are you? Good night, my dear. Welcome to Talk Up Your Experience. We are discussing the topic tonight of domestic violence and the impact that it has on our children. What are your take on the topic, my dear sister? What are your take on the topic? Mm-hmm. Joyful Julie said young men beat their wives because their dads beat their mom. That's the same thing. Here you are. So you see, this is just confirmation because I was saying the same thing that the men beat the wives and you have some wives that beat the men. And every day is just ning 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 with each other. The wives just come, the husband came in from work and the wives just can't hold her peace. She just keep quarreling and cursing. And then the child grow up and then the child think that it's okay to live like that. It's a good life to get down and to get, at her husband or the man think it's okay to beat the wives. You have those men that don't want the woman to work because them think that the next man will see them. So then tell the man, the woman says, stay home. It's best for you to stay home because I will take care of you all because the man might be afraid. Yes, Joyful Julie, it's a sick, sad world. Life with the Andrea. Thanks for having me. You're welcome, my dear. You're welcome. You're most welcome. It is a sick, sad world we are living in, my dear sister. It is. But we cannot hide the fact that domestic violence is destroying this world. Yes, even in the parliament, even in the parliament, you have some men get up and want to beat down on the ladies. The ladies cannot have any say in the parliament because the men think that they should sit at the back and shut them out. Yeah, even in the parliament. Like DeAndrea said, I am totally against it. If the kids grow up in that environment, they will do the same when they are grown. Of course, they will do the same when they are grown. You're so right on that. It is a sick, sick, sick society, we are living in today. The men grow up and the men beat their wives. And the children have to be running under the bed. The children has to be running in the kitchen, running in whatever corner they can run, and they can't do anything because daddy gets so violent against mommy. And the kid, it affects them mentally. And they grow up and think that, oh, it's okay. And then they grow up, and you know what happened to Joyful? You know what happened? Thank you so much, my dear sister. God bless you for stopping by. You're most welcome. But you know what happened? They are the ones who come and start, go to schools and drop all kind of, thing, causing all of these shootout, active shooting in schools and all of those things. Yeah, DeAndre said, I'm just against it if the kids grow up that environment. Yeah. Guy said yes, because a lot of time kids bully each other. Yeah, in school because of domestic violence. They grow up in a home where all they know is violence. That's right. Julie said, thank you for having me. Can't stay tonight. Thank you, Julie. God bless you, my dear sister. Have a good night. So true. Yeah, that's why we have so many bullies in school. That's what I was saying earlier. That's the reason why there are so many bullies in school. Because guess what happened? The poor children sometimes they come to school and they take out their frustration on other children because daddy just beat mommy. But guess what? They have no other choice but to come to school. So the poor child go to school and the poor brain get retarded because all them see every day around them is just fight, 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 fight. And it start to affect their mental status. You see it? All them see every day around them is fight, 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 fight. And when it's not fight, it's just cursing, cursing, quarreling, 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 quarreling. So eventually it become a part of them everyday activity. Mm-hmm. Eventually it becomes a part of their everyday activity. So guess what? As somebody else's child look on them, the first thing they want to do is beat them. And then they get so aggressive and they beat the crap out of somebody else's child for no reason. For no reason. You see? So I'm saying to you that domestic violence is real. But it's a sad world we are living in. Because violence should never be a part of our world. Violence is no good. It's not good for growing up your children, in a broken home like that. You cannot get that child has to have God in him or her when a child is grown up in a broken home. That's why I said if you have a child and you can't have peace in that home, it's best to separate. It is best for the sake of the child. It's best to separate. Walk. Don't sit in the relationship and say because this and because that. Take a walk. You have some woman who say if the man no beat them, the man no love them. Take a walk. Leave the man, go live your life. Or leave the woman and go live your life. Don't stick in any home that is unhappy. Because at the end of the day, you will never raise a good child that way in a broken home. Yes, you can never welcome again, Yvette. You can never raise a good child in a broken home. You have some woman, Jesus Christ, them ning, them nagging, them nagging, them nagging, them nagging, them nagging. So till the man sometimes not even want to lick them, but eventually the man have to beat them. You have some man, Lord of mercy, as the woman open their mouth, they fire lick on them. You have some man where them call Jamaican people call them mama man. You understand? Them argue with you from now till tomorrow morning. And they no stop. Yeah, they no stop. But all I'm saying tonight is that we have to curb domestic violence. It have to stop. Violence cannot take, we can't make violence take this world or take up our school by force, like how the Bible said, the kingdom of God suffereth violence and the violence take it by force. We can't afford for violence take up our school by force. You understand? The Bible say no, the kingdom of God suffer violence. So that is one of the reasons why some people feel comfortable with violence and say that the violence take it by force. Because that's what the Bible said. You understand? But that is not an option. The Bible come back again and say train up a child in the way he should grow, and when he grow old, he or she will never depart from it. So if you as a parent just get up every day and a fight, what you telling that child? What are you telling that child? You are telling that child that it's okay to be violent. Yes. Why you think there are so many bullies in school? You think because a child just born and just grow up and become a bully? No. Most of the time, 99% of the time, it's because the child is coming from a broken home. Why the child is being a bully? Mm-hmm. 99% of the time. Because the child is coming from a broken home. While the child is being a bully. Mm. 99% of the time. Yeah, some parents cannot even take care of themselves. Them want to go back to school themselves. Some parents themselves want to go back to school. Go learn to be parent. They should have some classes for free for when children get pregnant. Because these days today is just pure children having children. So when children get pregnant, you know what happens? They should be forced to go to school, go learn to be parent. Yeah, they should be forced to go to school to learn to be parent. As long as you get pregnant at a certain age, you should be forced to go to school. Do 1 year in school to learn to become a parent, a good parent. But instead, in Jamaica, me hear say Mr. Andrew talk about the population decrease. So I tell the young people them say them to go and go have whole heap of children, you know. Your population decrease. So you're telling the young people them to go ahead and have children. Yes, a serious thing, Yvette. Serious thing. But I feel that children, when children get pregnant in school, them should be go to school and learn to become a good parent instead of just leave them on their own and say, they are children. Yeah, instead of doing that, they should just send them back to school. Yeah, man, they should send them to school. Make them learn to become children. Learn to become parent, sorry. Cause there is no way you can have your children or have a child and you get up every day and fuss and fight and fuss and fight and fuss. You get up and you tell this out the man tell the woman some dirty words and the woman tell the man some dirty words. And tomorrow evening the two wanna put on your head on the same pillow, go and sleep, feel nice with each other. As if nothing didn't happen and you have children in the midst of it. So what you're telling those children that it's okay to live like that? That's what you're telling those children. hmm You're telling those children that it's okay to live that kind of life. It's not good. It's not a good thing. Hence the reason why we have these kind of happenings in society today, because society, that's why them say society to be blamed. Because let me tell you something, yeah, some bully are gonna shoot up school. And if you want to know, check the levels. Check the levels where them coming from. Check them background. Troubled children them. Yeah, Yvette said we as adults need to set better example so the younger generation can be better parents to their kids. Of course. But Yvette, I strongly believe that when a child gets pregnant in school, I strongly believe that that child should go to a parent in school. Then should have parent in class for those children who got pregnant in school. Send them to school. Go let them learn how to become a parent. Because you see all people home where them have broken home where fighting and all kind of them thing there. Them should have take all the children out of them home there. You can't have children growing up in a home where parents are fight every day and curse with each other. It's not right. No, it is not right. That's the reason why you have some pitney go to school, go beat people, children. Beat up people, children, beat them, broke them up. You understand? And when you ask them what is the reason behind it, him diss me. As if I feed them children. You understand? Why do you beat him? Him why diss me or the girl diss me? When that shouldn't happen. It shouldn't have happened. You see it? It shouldn't have happened, my dear. So I'm just saying, that domestic violence affecting us all in today's world and today's society. And, a lot of parents and even we can say the bigger heads, we can say it has, there is like, even though they might try to say they campaign against it, they're not doing enough to stem domestic violence. And I would even say domestic violence against women, violence against domestic violence overall, not just violence against women. I'm speaking about violence overall. Shouldn't have happened. Shouldn't be happening. hmm We face a sticky situation. Sticky situation. Well, my time, the 1 hour that I plan to spend on here, it has been up. I'm run past the 1 hour, I wait 3 more minutes until it get to 1 hour and 20 minutes, and then I get off of here and go to sleep. Yeah, man. Domestic violence affecting all of us. It might not affect you, the person, but guess what happen? It affect your child. And even if your child get big and stop going to school, your child gonna have children too. And you have nieces and nephew where domestic violence affect. You have some former cousins, some good friends that they have their children going to school. You understand? Yeah. Violence. It's not right at all. Hmm. May God help us all. Hmm. May God help us all. Our children. I speak about a topic like this because I have a child going to school, you know, and I pray every day that God will cover her under his blood because I don't want nobody do my child anything. And I have my nieces, I have my nephews, them going to school. And I pray for them every day and ask God to cover them. Because there are some crazy guys and crazy girls out there coming from broken homes. Yes, they're coming from broken homes. And they don't know any better. They're mentally challenged, mentally sick in their brain. You see it. And you send your child gone to school thinking that all is well, and when you take a stop because of some people who don't understand the fact of how to take care of children. Them grow for them children and tell them to go to school, encourage them to go to school and fight. You see it? And it's not right. Anyway, guys, let me say thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you for, being a part of this 1 hour live that I had planned to go on. Really and truly appreciate all of you. Thank you, Courageous One, Guy McLean, Jay's Life Journey, Joyful Julie, DeAndrea, and Yvette. I thank you so much, my dear. Thank you, Yvette. I know you are a hard-working person and you work hard today. Go to your bed now and get some sleep. I really and truly appreciate you stopping by, to join me, my dear sister. God bless you. Have a wonderful night. We get about 10 sitting there. You say having trouble connecting. Please check your internet. Why the internet have a problem now? I think you get more hours on StreamYard. Why this broadcast can't end? Oh my God, this thing won't end. See there? I tell you, say me do it and it won't end. I'm not trouble. Just say having trouble check the internet. See there? Spin, spin, spin and come up. That it did that, don't know. See there? End broadcast.